Alright everyone, welcome back. I'm Itchy and we're going to be continuing our game of Blade Runner. The video game, of course. Alright, we're back at the apartment after Zuben tried to attack us and we shot him dead.
Maggie, come here, girl.
And I'm going to talk to my dog, because that's what I feel like doing when my life has been threatened. It makes me happy. Well, let's get to the back. Boom. Ooh. Automatically walked out the end.
Zuben was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
Yep. Do-do-do-do-do. Take a moment out here. Looks very beautiful. Let's get back in. It's getting cold. Okay.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Oh well. What can we do over here? He just goes in there and he just like washes or something. I have no idea why he walks out over there. Alright. Let's get asleep.
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
Yaha. Is that it? Alright, there we go. It fades out. Ooh, and we get an animation. Let's watch.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the works?
Only simulator for extraterrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row. No.
You one miserable package man.
No! No, please, don't!
Oh dear, oh dear.
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Oh, very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runcitor deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Looks like we've got a mission. Okay. Let's head over to the Tyrell building, I guess. There's not much else we can do until we do that. Away we go.
Your floor number, please.
Roof. And let's go get in our car as long as no one tries to kill us on the way there. Nope, I think we're safe. Great. So now we get to go to the Tyrell Corporation where they actually make the replicants for off-world use. As well as other animals and creatures. So we've still got all the other places that we can go to. But this is where we need to go now, Tyrell. Boom. Okay, here we are.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
Oh dear.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Cool. It's a bit curious how they let him get in with explosives and an Uzi. They don't seem very good.
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Right.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
Snide remark there. Okay. Oh, what's this?
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row.
Ah, Anemoid Row. Anemoid Row is also a place where they can also make kind of not genetically modified. What am I saying? Kind of like the biological android creatures, but they generally, because they're kind of like low market, it's mostly like insects, like like insects or very simple organisms, nothing complex like a mammal.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series, the kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for the new entertainment model, a comedian designed to entertain the troops off-world.
Interesting. Who would be a comedian? Right, let's go out through here.
Jesus.
Oh dear.
I've seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
Nice, nice. Oh, he just looks like a big lump of... I don't know. I don't know what he looks like. He just looks like a big lump. Alright, there's a bunch of stuff here. Whoops.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
Okay,
A
what's this?
takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
Okay.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Aww. Don't spoil the mood.
Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Oh, right. Is that a sheet over him and it's just the feet underneath, and so the top of him is just exploded everywhere? It's just they haven't really drawn on the blood anywhere. There's just kind of an explosion mark and no blood, but I'd imagine... I guess that's an explosion. I have no idea. Or is it just the design of the wall? I guess it's off shot so you can't see it. I don't know. It's hard to tell. This muggy, fuggy
This
graphics.
earring yours?
Maybe it belonged to that other cop who was up here. The babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there anything else here? Whoa, hello. There's the license plate. Anything else? Boom, boom, boom. No. Okay. And that was for ah yeah, because you can choose the case as well. So that was the animal murder. Then the Eisendüler murder.
The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series. The kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for the new entertainment model. A comedian designed to entertain the troops off-world.
Okay, and we've got to look at this Tyrell security. Factory borrowing.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354. Still working the explosion at the Tyrell manufacturing plant. It'll take a day or so to analyze the debris, but there's no doubt in my mind that we're dealing with a bomber here. Right now, it looks like the protesters had nothing to do with it. They were in too close proximity to have been in on the deal. No MOs or identities are rolling up just yet, and I'm still going through the inset files to see if any replicant munitions experts are unaccounted for.
Okay, interesting. So these are some clues that we have from the police station.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354, conducting the interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS, Citizens Against Replicant Slavery, November 22nd, 2019.
I once again asked that my attorney...
Shut it, shitbird. I'm asking the questions. We've already put you on the machine, so we know you're not a skin job.
That term offends me.
Okay, so you're not one of those biomechanical scumbags, and you claim to not know anything about the bombing at Tyrell.
This is true. We advocate equal rights under the law for replicants. We have nothing against Tyrell Corporation for creating them.
That's some sick logic.
The replicants are living organisms, whether people like you like it or not. Replicants contribute greatly to the economic well-being of our culture. They cannot be discounted as such.
Hell, it'd be no skin off my nose if each and every one of them was hosed down for good. You ever see this guy?
Why, yes. Actually, I have. He was present at the protest. He's not part of our group, but outsiders are usually welcome.
How many new faces showed up that day?
Not too many. A handful at most.
Describe them to me.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no? Recording off.
Let's find out what happened.
Describe them to me again.
Just the Rastafarian fellow. And that friend of his. A slim blonde man, Asian, with a ponytail. Can I see my attorney?
Bravo, Spencer. You've done your civic duty for the day.
Slim Asian man with a ponytail. Interesting. Okay. La 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 la. I think that's everything we got here. Off we go. Okay. There's nothing else. Oh, what's this?
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed. Not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
Indeed. Okay. Alright, I think we're done here. So let's get out. Oh.
Lagging behind again?
Guza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
Let's find out. Okay, what have we got here? Murder.
You take a look at this crime scene?
Yeah, it's a real doozy, Slim. Worse than watching Guza eat. Make sure you skip a meal before you go up.
I've already done it. You walk funny. Okay, alright, let's go and speak to Duty. Alright, we've got lots to ask him about. Right, victim.
You friendly with Eisendüler?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendüler, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Grub test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
Okay.
You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendoller's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
Indeed.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture.
Yay.
You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security is tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisendoller's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees.
That's for sure.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I like your attitude there. That's good. Right, where do we need to go now? Ah, so we've got Anemoid Row. Yeah, let's go to Anemoid Row. Oh, there's also that Gregorian guy in the police station. Yeah, let's go and interview him. Right, and let's also update from the mainframe, see if we get anything new. Let's go. Alright, so...
Mainframe
Oh,
laboratory.
maybe in the laboratory they've done anything. No, there's no one there. Okay, so yeah, mainframe and
The
shooting
Tyrell
range.
Corporation today recalled the last 4 functioning entertainment model Nexus 5 replicants from off-world service. Dr. Eldon Tyrell, speaking at a shareholders meeting, denied allegations that the model was defective and possibly dangerous.
The simple fact is that the model wasn't performing its designated function. There was one isolated incident of violence a couple of years ago, but the individual unit in question was immediately retired from service. No, the problem is far from anything sinister. The entertainment model just isn't funny.
Huh. That voice is pretty spot on for the guy who actually did the voice. Huh. I don't think it is the same guy though. He's just a little bit off, I think. I could be wrong, but he seemed a bit off. Oh yeah, we've also got the disc to check out as well. So let's start off with... Okay.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed.
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendoller, he almost never left his lab. I think it had something to do with the air outside. And
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
Okie dokie. Alrighty, let's have a look at Esper. And we've looked at all of our
enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
Thank you, computer. Is that it?
Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
So yeah. Where was I? Yeah, so we just let a quick look at all the evidence, so it's all been cleared. So hopefully when we upload to the computer and download, anything that's new we can easily find. But let's see if we can identify this guy. Yeah, you can see how it kind of spins around photos somehow, magically.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
Wow, it's just like... Yeah. He said exactly the same thing for that as the other thing. The other thing? What's it? For when we found it in the shop. So we know it's his. Not in the shop, what am I talking about? In the room. Oh my god, it's been a long day today.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
Yep, we're going to be repeating ourselves there. So yep, you can see that we can get the evidence either from actually looking around the crime scene or actually looking at the photos. Can we look at the gun? No. Zoop. Okay. What's this? Nothing. How about that? Nothing. Oh well. We've probably got everything that we need. Can we get Eisendula, whatever his name is? No. Nothing there. Okay, I think we're about done here. I can't see anything else we need. What's that little thing there? It is nursing. Okay. Yep. I'm done there. And we'll turn that one off. Yeah, so we got
the earring was shaped like an insect. The dog collar has an...
Okay. There's all that information. Let's upload.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Wow, that's not going to get annoying fast. And I have nothing. Thank you very much, mainframe computer. Right. Let's go to the lockup, see if there's anything down there. So yeah, there's that dude.
Hey.
You're horning in on my action, rookie. Take a stroll.
Alright. Christ. Calm down.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
Yes.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
Right.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I don't know them.
Were they together?
They seemed to be. I saw them talking.
Before or after the explosion?
Before. I didn't see them at all after. That's all I know, I swear. I wouldn't even know where to find explosives. I'm not a violent man.
Of course you aren't. You just want to let replicants walk the streets.
They're not killers, detective. They're innocents. They just want to live a decent, productive life like you or me.
It's that simple, huh?
Cause.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir. We're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
Huh. Let's see if we can void conf him. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective. She already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care...
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down.
Cool, we get to void conf him. So, if you've ever seen the movie, this is the void conf, where you ask questions and find out what their reaction is by scanning their eyes to see whether or not they're human or replicant. So, I have no idea what this does. Let's just adjust the calibration. I have no idea what that does. I don't think it does anything. But we can ask questions. Here we go.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
Cool. So that calibrates it for us automatically. We don't really need to do anything with that, I don't think, because it hasn't told us anything. It doesn't teach you how to do this at all. You can low intensity, medium, and I guess high. Yeah, let's start with the low.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I try to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
Cool. So this is kind of like a human reaction, and this is a replicant reaction. Okay, medium.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I'm not answering that.
Let's go with the high.
You've been kidnapped. Your captors tell you that you'd better think about what you did to deserve this.
I try to reason with them.
Okay.
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
I try to do better next time.
Let's go back to high.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the wall, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints. A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I'd leave.
He has quite high replicant reactions, though.
Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind about your mother.
Patient, brave, loving.
So that is a question from the movie. If you've ever seen the movie, this is right at the beginning of the movie where there's a void conf test being taken by Holden on one of the workers at the Tyrell Corporation. And it turns out he is a replicant. They ask him, tell me all the good things about, say, your mother. And he goes, I'll tell you about my mother. And then you just see him blast him with a blaster. Awesome movie.
You're
I love
visiting the dentist. At the receptionist's desk is a huge bowl of fresh cut flowers.
That's illegal, isn't it? I'd mention it to the secretary.
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
And let me guess, pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
Now we have to keep on going until our computer decides what he is. So let's go medium.
You've been drafted into the Army. During a boot camp hazing, you're bound, blindfolded, and forced to eat worms.
Hazing's illegal.
Oh yeah, you're really worried about breaking the law. Wonder why I'm the one on this side of the bars.
Civil disobedience has a long history in our world.
So does genocide, but I ain't out butchering my neighbors. You're crying. Why is that?
Crying? It's nothing to be ashamed of. I might cry for any number of reasons.
I'll bet.
Test terminated.
So it didn't come up with any conclusive answer, so I don't know. Shoot, let's just go. Alright, that was a VK test. I think we'll leave it there for today. I'll just get to the roof and we'll call it a night. And next time, on the next part, we'll get over to Anemoid Row, do some investigating there, see if we can't come up with something. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.